Sometimes you just need to go forward, learn to let go. Giving up the unnecessary control of everything. You need to understand that everything in life has its own place and time. Nothing lasts forever. And if you want to go forward in your life and want to see changes and achieve your dreams and so on, something have to change, and you need to go forward and need to learn to let go something, leave behind something, as hard it is. You have to be honest with yourself. Ask hard questions from yourself, that why I'm staying like this, why I'm keeping so hard these things in my life. What is the purpose in that? Is it hindering me or serving me? Is it taking me forward or keeping me still or taking me back? There is people and places and things in your life that serves on a purpose in your life, but very rarely it is meant for forever. Those lessons and things that you take forward from them, for those things, they come by time. They do not last forever. Those lessons, they will complete in time, and when they do, it's time to let go. If you really want to see the growth, all the greatness, and your dreams come true, to get forward in life and see all the beauty, you have to be willing to make hard decisions and move forward. Leave places and people that you like and care about. There is no one correct way and decision, but every time you have to be honest with yourself and see the reason behind everything. is the outcome worth the investment? This thing is one of the hardest parts of life for me too. I get attached easily on places and especially on people I care about a lot, and but also have to understand that everything is not meant to be. And sometimes it is just better to move forward and let go and make space for something else, something better than and what was meant for you. Sometimes how hard it is that you cause yourself to yourself harm by delaying suffering and unnecessary hardship. We as humans change all the time, and what worked for you in the past maybe don't work anymore. We can grow to a different paths. When we change the circumstances and relationships, everything around it have to change too. That is just logic. If I look at my life now, I wouldn't have come this far by staying still and staying on my comfort zone and sticking to people that wouldn't serve me anymore. I can tell you about one difficult phase and part of my life where I had first time more than one friend, couple of friends, 3 so-called good friends at the time that I thought so in the moment. We are friends a few years, and at the beginning we had a great time and everything seems good, like it should be. Of course we had differences and so on and problems, but mostly it was great. But when time goes by, little by little something changed. How people, my friends, reacted to me changed. How would they treat me changed. Some of these friends stayed still a lot, and I went forward, and the gap between us grew bigger and bigger. And also, one of my friends at the time, he collected so much inside, or so much hatred and anger without releasing it. And so after a long time, when everything was going for a wrong direction, for worse, one day the outburst came, and I wasn't expecting that. And that was one of the hardest days in my life. I had 3 friends in that group. One of them was this guy who was collecting a long time everything inside, and suddenly one day everything came out, and that wasn't beautiful. Everything opposite. All that anger and rage. I also afterwards suspect that he was using some kind of substances that could also affect on him. And then one of my other friends followed him too, turned their back on me at the same time. And the third one, he just followed, not actually followed, but only stayed on the sidelines, not taking part of it. But at the time, it felt like he was in that too. So first time in my life, I had more than one friend in my life. I was like 30 years old when this group of friends, we came together, and we were friends several years. I once felt like I belonged. I had so-called friends. And so when the day came, it didn't felt good. Felt like everything crumbled around me. The betrayal and everything. This guy who was collecting all inside and let all out. He was shouting so hard and mad on my and the other guy was with him too. So much blaming, several accusations, and there was also violence too. They kicked me. Threatened me. Said something very nasty things. Something that nobody should heard here. And these guys were my friends. At least I thought so at the time. So you can imagine how it would feel like when first time in your life you have more than one friend and you have some nice memories and good time together, and I really thought that I have tried my best, and what is the reward? All my friends turned back on me and I left alone. But then I had to make a hard decision. To leave all them behind. No matter what they tried to after that try to convince me to come back and be together again. Later I gave one more chance, but it will not pay out. Nothing was changed. I tried to hold on something that wasn't beneficial or benefit for me. Later I assessed the things that happened. Everyone from my so-called friends, what they did and why they did it. And the one guy that stayed outside of the conflict. I forgave him. And actually he is the only friend that I have still in this day. We have known each other over 20 years. But you have to start to discern and understand when and what you have to release and when it's time to go forward. Something that works in some part of your life maybe will not work anymore. But that is just life. You learn something and then go forward. But you can't hold on forever. We as humans like to stick to what is comfortable. But that is often a big trap. Something that you have to consciously keep track of to get out from. To actively challenge yourself and go forward. That is the only way. To achieving everything. You have to appreciate yourself. See your own worth and act based on that. Make the necessary decisions based on that. To give you a chance for something better, something that you deserve, something that we all deserve. So go forward, assess your life and everything in it. And start to let go, as hard it is. You will see the rewards on the other side after that. The pain will be momentarily, but the reward is always bigger and better. The willingness to see further. To ask yourself, what is best for me? Sometimes you have to be think yourself more, prioritize yourself more, because everything starts from you. And your well-being is the most important thing. Never forget that. This life, it's not easy often. You have to build up and make hard decisions, and by the time you will see outcome, rewards, and get to the place that you want to be, courageous and don't look back. Always move forward, and I care for you and believe for you. Thank you again. Be with me. Maybe see you again.